What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Gabrielle's Kitchen. I'm so excited. We're doing something a little different. We're doing a Q&A while we cook, so let's get right to it. Alright, so we're doing some avocado egg rolls and I'm so excited. I've been doing this for like the past 3 weeks. So good. So we're gonna get right to it. And while I cook, I'll answer some of you guys' questions. A lot of you guys had similar questions, so that was good. It's really like we condensed it to 5 questions, so it's perfect for this recipe. I'm excited. So the first question was, what's your go-to recipe? I would have to say my go-to recipe is shrimp tacos or like anything Mexican. So like chips and dip, a guac, a salsa, anything like that. I just love Mexican food, so that's that. So let's get right to it. So we're gonna start with the filling of the rolls. So it's basically like a guac. So I'm just gonna cut up these avocados, and like I do in all my videos with the avocados, I kind of just do this where I score it and we just scoop it right out. So it's perfect to scoop right out. Just like that. Okay. Yeah, 3 avocados, not tacos. I'm just that obsessed. So yeah, so you just score it like this and you scoop it right out. So I'm doing that. Now we're gonna move on to this one. You do the same thing, same process. Okay, so the next step is gonna be taking half of a red, purple onion, whatever you wanna call it, and we're just gonna dice it up. While I dice it up, here goes the second question you guys had for me. Okay, so keto recipes. I'm all about keto recipes. I was actually doing keto like a couple months, or maybe a year ago. Yeah, it's been a year now. So a year ago, and that was honestly one of the best things for me when it comes to like weight loss and like just being disciplined. It was so good too. Like, but I'm not really a meat lover like that, so it kind of got a little too much for me. Like too much like steaks and like bacon and fats. So if you don't know, keto is like the healthy, not the healthy, but you eat like healthy fats. Yeah, healthy fats, and then it's like good for you, and it puts your body in like ketosis mode. So it was great. I'm not gonna like hate on it. It was great. And I would definitely love to incorporate that. I think there's so many cool hacks now that you can make like super unhealthy foods good by doing it keto. So I will not knock it for sure. I'll definitely try that for you guys. So I'm chopping them up. They are getting nice and diced, and I'm almost done. And there you have it. We don't want to have like too much of this because the star is the avocado. So that's that. All right, we're gonna move on to our next ingredient. Okay, so the next step is to take some cherry tomatoes and we're just gonna cut them in halves and then in halves again. So I'm gonna do that while I answer the next question. Okay, so for those of you guys who don't know me, I go to church. I love to sing and do worship. That is definitely a calling. And to answer your question, when did I feel a calling to worship? I have memories as a child just singing, holding a microphone, a fake microphone, like a brush, and singing, and my brother John, the oldest boy. So I'm the oldest, and it's our brother John, and then Jonathan. And John would always play drums, and I would sing like from the top of my lungs, and I always loved to sing. And God blessed me with that talent. And then I guess I was Christian, went to church, and I decided to use it for Him. So I think when it comes to worship being a calling, more than anything, it's obviously, a talent that you have to have, right, in worship. But then also it's like just making that decision to give it to God, because for a lot of years I didn't think like I was the best singer. I mean, I still don't think that, and I would not give it to God. I just felt like it was whatever. It was just a hobby I liked to do, but I didn't take it seriously until we started New Birth, which is the church I attend, and that's when I really took it seriously. So I think really, if for those of you guys who are wondering, man, do I have a calling for worship? I would say the first thing you would ask yourself is, do I have a God-given talent, and am I committed to give it back to Him? So I hope that answered your question. But again, you don't have to sing or play an instrument to be a worshiper. I'm a firm believer of that. I know people who probably can't hold a note to save their lives, but by their day-to-day, they're just worshipers. So don't get discouraged. We're all worshipers. Okay, so I'm all done dicing up my tomatoes, and I'm just gonna add that to this little concoction over here. Again, it's literally like a guac. Avocado roll is literally guac in a roll. It's pretty darn amazing. Next step is gonna be to grab a spoon of minced garlic. So grabbing a spoon of that, putting that in there. And then you would want to take some salt. We're gonna add some salt, just like that. Some pepper, gonna add that. And we're gonna squeeze a piece of lime on top. And that's all there is to it. And we're just gonna mash it up. All right, so now that this is all incorporated, we have all the ingredients for our filling inside the bowl. You're gonna grab a masher. You can always use a fork or your hands. If you see my previous video on how I make guac, I use my hands, but I'm not trying to get my nails dirty. So I'm gonna use this, and you just wanna mash it up like that. And it's gonna fall out, but you just keep it within the bowl. The next question you guys asked me, I got a lot of this, was what's your favorite restaurant? To be honest, that's so hard, but lately I want to say 2 favorite restaurants. So the first one is Earl's Kitchen by Millennia. I love Earl's Kitchen so much. They have the best appetizers. I literally go there and get the truffle fries, I think it's the Korean wings. I get the dynamite roll, and another app, the lobster tostadas. So I go with my husband, and we literally get like 5 different apps and share it, and it's so amazing. And just to let you know, they have not half off apps, but they have like deals on all their appetizers. I think it's after 9 o'clock, so hit them up. I would say right now that's currently my favorite. So this is getting nice and mashed. I just want to take a spoon, go back with a spoon, and just mix it up. And we don't have to mash it completely. It's okay if there's like bigger chunks. So it's kind of like this, literally a guac. We form the guac, and there you have it. That's the filling for the rolls. So while I whisk an egg, I'll answer the last question. So I would have to say my favorite cuisine it's a tie between Mexican and what's the other, what do I like? Oh, Mexican and Japanese. I think those are always, it's hard. I can't decide. I love them both. Yeah, okay, so this is done getting beaten up. And now we're gonna start assembling our rolls. All right, so let's get into our sauce. We're gonna start off with a big handful of cilantro. After that, you wanna get yourself half a cup of apricot preserves. Then we're gonna go in with 2 large spoons of mayo. Next, you wanna get yourself about a 1/4 cup of sour cream, and then 1 large spoon of minced garlic. Here we have a whole jalapeno chopped up, and we're gonna squeeze some lime juice in there. Now we blend. So there you guys have it. This is my avocado egg rolls. I had so much fun doing this little Q&A with you guys. To all of you who asked me questions, thank you so much. I hope I answered it to the best of my ability. And I'll see you guys next time in Gabrielle's kitchen. Bye.